I was dating this one girl about 4 months ago, you know. We was hanging out and whatnot, but, you know, I got to know all her friends. I mean, all her good friends. We hung out, all 6 of us hung out together. Now, when me and that girl broke up, I still remain good friends with all of them. Not trying to get with them. I mean, it's just a matter of respect. I mean, I don't go to, my ex's best friend and go, hey, we should hang out sometime. That's different. You're talking about, nobody maliciously does that. That's different. And if he had, we're talking about the situation from earlier. If Quad had a girlfriend, I would try to be friends with her. I'm sorry, I would like to know how she is.
This is okay.
But I'm not going to say, hey, let's hang out sometime. What's your favorite color? That's for him to know.
Okay,
not for me to know.
You're right. Go ahead.
That's
okay,
not
I'm about
for me
to
to
use
know.
me and Arvinell, for example. I'm friends with Arvinell. Me and Arvinell, ex-boyfriend for like 60 years, or like almost joined at the hip. I'm friends with both of them when they. I said 6, like, I'm exaggerating. And so, even though when they used to have falling outs and stuff like that, I listen to her side, I hear his side of the story. Even if he's like, man, don't talk to Arvinell and stuff like that, I still talk to her. But what I look like, girl, me and him date now, she gonna be like, that's jacked up, you know what I'm saying? We ain't just like best friends, we ain't close like that, but we cool. We got that respect for each other to do nothing like that. You get what I'm saying? So that also kind of applies with the code thing. You may not be real close with that person, but if y'all got that respect, you shouldn't even do that at all.
Check this out. This is what okay. Cleveland, you said you had your ex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and you hung out with your ex, and of course her friends were there, so you hung out with her friends and all that while your ex was there.
Right.
Correct. Okay, now check this out. You might get to know them then. Now, you and her break up. You said you would never call one of her friends to hang out like that.
Right.
Okay, so if you never call one of her friends to hang out, how in the hell is it that at some point in time you can develop feelings for one of her friends?
I'm not saying I will.
But I'm just saying, in order to develop feelings for one of her friends, that means you would have to hang out with them and do all this other stuff.
Right. I'm saying, but the point is, I'm saying, I'm not doing it.
I know that, but
I'm not
for people
stupid
to say
enough.
that it's okay.
I'm not
to
stupid
fall
enough to say,
for
hey,
somebody that your ex was friends with. That means you had to hang out with them on a different level more than once. Why would you do that?
Chris, unless
that's not true, because me and Ashley had good feelings for each other. Me and Ashley, had feelings with her without even hanging out alone.
But I'm saying, we're not saying intense, like
I'm
say
serious.
if years and years go around and you bump into each other, you can't say, oh, I won't talk to this person. Like, say you're with this girl, you meet all her friends, say you move to New York, okay, and you bump into her, and into one of her friends into New York. You broke up with her, this 6 years later. It's not okay for you to date her?
That's that 50-50
You see what I'm saying?
Why would it be okay?
Why wouldn't it not be
okay?
Why
wouldn't it be okay if you're not even in touch with that person
6
anymore?
years?
It's her friend. Why would you? That's like, okay. It doesn't matter how
got
close of
married,
a friend
that's
you
a
are.
story.
That's story.
Okay. Everyone has their own views on like whether they want to date someone else's friend or not.
Do, but
there's a prime movie I feel that could explain the code. It's called I Think I Love My Wife.
That is
oh damn.
I Think I Love My Wife, starring Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Now, if you want to explain the top, Cleveland, you've seen it, right?
JB explains it best. He ain't said nothing yet.
JB, explain the movie, please.
It's fine as hell. But all right, Chris Rock mainly, he's a married man, but he also has one of his best friends intervene. Kerry Washington, lovely woman. She intervenes in the middle of the movie. She practically was damn near in love with Chris Rock, and she comes out and says that she gets married. So before she ends up leaving, she tries to steal Chris Rock from his wife.
But even before, her character came into the movie, what was wrong with her trying to get at Chris Rock's character, JB?
Well, when they first came in, they're at the store. Him and his wife were at the store, and she just happened to be at the store. She knew that they were going to be at the underwear store.
Point being, within the movie, within the movie, her character before that was with Chris Rock's, best friend. She was with that man for a good many years. Almost got married, but didn't. And then a few years later, she back with Chris Rock's character, and he was like, okay, why are we
mainly because she was like, she kept attacking his personality, saying like, "Are you happily married?" And she kept questioning like, that doesn't sound too convincing. And then she came out and said, "Don't you think we could be happy, me and you?"
Let me ask this: does the code still apply if a guy or a girl says, "Oh, I like him. Oh, I like her. I want to talk to her," and you talk to him before the person your friend that told you?
I get
Let
angry.
me talk about
I
that.
get so angry.
Because I had a friend do this to me like plenty of times. Like when I was a CA, for instance, 2 years ago, I was trying to talk to this girl, and I told one of my friends about it. I thought he was a good friend, and me and her chilled. We kicked it. And then the next day he comes to me. He's like, I'm at the front desk working. He's like, "Hey man, you remember that girl you was talking to?" I was like, "Yeah, me and her had a good time." He's like, "Yeah man, I just got her number. She's real cool."
I don't like that at all. If I like somebody, one of my friends got to them, that's included in the rule. You don't do that.
He does that all the time though. Like, and he has a girlfriend, and that pisses me the heck off.
Well, that's not considered a friend.
That's
I
not
mean,
a
that's
friend
a stab in the
then.
back.
Don't call him a friend.
Pretty much,
But
because
at the same time, you can't tag people.
you
Still though, like,
that's like this.
But think if you got
with
a
your-
major crush on somebody and you ain't, even if you
His
act
hand was
on
up.
it or not. Oh, I didn't see his
Go ahead,
hand.
go
He
ahead.
was blocking.
His hand was up.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I like the J stuff. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was about to say. Go ahead.
Go.
This is okay. It's not necessary. I guess you can kind of say it's tagging, but not necessarily tagging. It's like, okay,
That's
if
fine.
you and your boys out, or you and your girls, and one of y'all see it, like for y'all, for instance, you and your girls out, and one of y'all happen to see a dude that's cute. Now, if you tell your girls, "Ooh, girl, I think he's cute." I don't know how y'all exactly talk, but "Ooh, girl, I think he's cute. I'm gonna go talk to him." Then the rest of your girls should lay off.
What happens if it's both of us that says he's cute?
We be like,
But
Ron,
whoever, I
Ron,
guess,
Well, one of y'all got to decide
one of y'all,
something.
that's when y'all
It's a
debate.
race.
Y'all debate.
Yeah.
Well,
Whoever
I saw
talks
him
to him first.
Well, whoever.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if one of your friends be like, "Well, you go ahead," then you go ahead.
But at the end of the day, it's not just our decision. He
Yeah,
has to
he-
like
yeah,
us
he
too.
has
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
now this is what
Now,
I'm
what
saying.
then?
Okay, well, I'll just use the fellas. If
Great
we all,
idea.
if
Great,
we
that
all,
might be-
say
that might
me and
work out
Cleveland
better.
happen to, say me and Cleveland happen to notice a girl at the same time. Man, she look good. I'm gonna go talk to her, right? Okay, but then he says it too, and I'm be like, "Well, shit, I'll go ahead and let you go." And he goes, talks to her, and he fails. Well, he just failed. I'm not gonna go talk to her after that because that's my boy.
Yep.
But guys,
Yeah.
they do it together.
No, okay.
Dumb.
Whoa.
They be in the
dumb.
club
That's
and they be
dumb.
like, "So
That's
hey,
dumb.
what's up?
Two
What's up?"
dudes
Like,
holler at the same
okay.
girl at the same
They
time.
Yeah, but that's a
they-
club.
they'll-
You pick which one.
They'll come at a group of girls. It could be one dude, and they be trying to holler at all of them on the
See
side.
That's
who
dumb.
gonna
See which one
jump.
gonna come
Like,
forward.
yeah, to see
That's-
which,
that's
better
stupid.
chances
Yeah.
or something.
That's
Yeah.
that's stupid.
Man, your homegirl tripping. Let me holler at you. Nah.
If my homeboy goes and holler at a girl, I will not go holler at that girl for nothing.
Okay, to answer the question, I'm gonna go ahead and answer your question straight up. No, you can't just tag a girl and say I like her, and that be it.
Would you be mad if your homeboy say this? You say I like her, but you ain't never went to approach her. You ain't never told her you liked her.
Uh-huh.
You got
You
that
ain't
little
never
inside
anything.
crush.
Just
Did
anything
you just cut
tell
me
her.
off?
Okay, go ahead. I'm just saying. I'm giving you an instance before you start talking. Before you don't
I
answer the
feel-
question.
No, I'm answering your question.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
you
like
just
that.
be
Go
quiet and
ahead.
let me talk.
You know
Now,
what I'm talking about.
yeah, I do. You damn Skippy, I do. Now, the point is, if I say, you can't just tag a girl and say, hey, I like her. Because then that's the case, you can be like, I like her, and all of them out. Am I right?
Not if you don't. Not if
All
you're
of them?
serious.
I mean,
about
I'm
it.
talking about if that situation
Yeah,
would
he's
apply.
speaking hypothetically.
See,
I'm just thinking, if I said, if that's the code, and I said, her, I like, by the code, wouldn't that be, saying, all right, those are off limits?
No.
It does not
That's
count until you actually talk
you
to
wouldn't
the
answer
girl.
us the
No,
question.
that is not necessarily
No, I'm
true.
telling you.
Because I can have the biggest crush on one person, but
If you don't say it,
But
that's
not-
your damn fault.
but if my friend know I like him, I'm like, oh girl, I like him. I'm gonna get the courage to go talk to God
But if you
damn.
You could have
We'll
finished.
be right back
We'll
on
be
the range.
We'll be right back.